speaking. Okay. So we have 3 stages. Problem is now written rate. Okay. Okay, there are 3 steps in the speaking. The first one is the introductory questions. In the introductory questions, the examiner will ask you what you do, what are your likes, what are your dislikes. Okay. The third is cue card. A topic will be given to you and you have to speak on that topic for 2 minutes. Okay, and the preparation time will be 1 minute. Okay, and the last one is follow-ups. Okay, in the follow-ups, what is the follow-ups? The cue card that has been asked to you, the questions related to the follow-ups will be asked to you. Okay, and these are the 4 criteria, students. This is very, very important. Kindly note down in your notebooks. These are the 4 criteria in which your your speaking is evaluated. First criteria is coherence and fluency. It means how fluent you are, how many pauses you are. I have seen many students, after every sentence there is a. So in this case, you will lose bands in this criteria. Second one is lexical resource. What is lexical resource? Can anyone tell me? Yes. Priya, can you
vocabulary.
Yes, vocabulary. Finally, MB, what is your name, full name? MB Valier. Now he has given the answer now. The session is about to winding up, and now he's giving me the answers, and the whole session, I don't know where he was. Okay, the lexical resource means vocabulary. Okay, the third criteria is grammatical range and accuracy. So here the examiner will judge you how many grammatical errors you are making. Are you making complex structures or not? Okay, the last criteria is pronunciation. It is very important to pronounce your words properly in your IELTS. Okay, now I am going to show a video to you where you will get some very important tricks to improve your speaking. Okay, and then we will practice some speaking questions. Okay.
So you've decided to take the IELTS exam. Congratulations! Success starts with IELTS. The speaking test is divided into 3 sections. Part 1 is the introduction and general questions. Part 2 is the long turn, and Part 3 is an analytical discussion. It's important to understand the criteria on which you will be tested in the IELTS exam. First, we consider the criteria of fluency and coherence. This is one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. We'll cover the other 3 in later videos. Fluency and coherence refer to your ability to speak at length, including organizing ideas logically and appropriately signposting. It also refers to your ability to express and justify opinions and to discuss and speculate about issues without long.
Okay, so in this criteria, the examiner will see how you are actually connecting your ideas. Okay, so you have to speak your ideas without using what is your like for example, the question is do you like reading books? Yes, so in this case you will lose band in this criteria. So what you have to do is you have to speak your answers without any pauses. Yes, I am a person who really likes to read books, and the most importantly, I like to read the fiction books. So I have a lot of collection of books. Whenever I'm free, I just pick my favorite book and start reading. So this way, now you see the way I have given the answer, there is no pauses, there is no so I am speaking fluently. So in this criteria, the examiner will judge you how fluent you are in your speaking. Okay.
Pauses or repetition of the same words. Signposting is the use of words or phrases that indicate the direction of your thoughts. We will give you some examples of this in a moment. Many students try memorizing large portions of speech to repeat during the speaking test, but this can add unnecessary stress and sound unnatural. So you've decided and justify opinions.
Next tip for your speaking. The first tip was fluency, how to maintain the fluency. The second tip is never ever crammed your answer. The examiner that are sitting in front of you is very smart. If you cram your answers, go there and speak your crammed answers, you will ultimately will not going to get good bands. So always when you are giving your speaking test, always speak natural as much as you can. Just relate your ideas with your real life experiences. Okay, never cram your answers. Okay, next.
And to discuss and speculate about issues without long pauses or repetition of the same words. Signposting is the use of words or phrases that indicate the direction.
The third tip is never repeat. If you have said anything, don't repeat it again and again. Never self-correct yourself. For example, I have said, well, according to me, I have spoken something wrong. Okay. Never ever correct yourself. Okay. Never. If you have spoken with, like, if you're speaking, just go with the flow. Never correct yourself in your speaking. Okay.
Of your thoughts. We will give you some examples of this in a moment. Many students try memorizing large portions of speech to repeat during the speaking test, but this can add unnecessary stress and sound unnatural. We don't recommend this approach. Here are a few tips to improve your speaking test performance. As you are speaking about a topic, build on your point of view by adding a few details. For example, if the question is, "What do you do?" rather than responding with, "I am a teacher," you might expand this to, "I have been a high school mathematics teacher in New York for over 5 years." For part
So in this trick, they are telling you to expand your answers. For example, if they ask you which is your favorite food, you will say, well, my favorite food is pasta. No, extend your answer. Say, well, I am a foodie. I really love to try new things. And if I say about food, my favorite food is Italian. And from the Italian food, my pasta is one of my favorite dish. So now see, I am expanding my answers. So expand your answers as much as you can.
2 of the test, use the bullet points on the task card to help you structure your long turn and make notes in the 1 minute that's given using key words.
So they are talking about the cue card. Once the cue card is given to you, just the pen and paper will be given to you on the day of your exam. So don't waste that 1 minute. Okay, so write down some points, the word of the vocabulary, good vocab words you can write in that 1 minute. Okay.
In part 3 particularly, it is important to develop your answers and to speak at length. You can do this by thinking of reasons, effects, comparisons, supporting examples, and personal experience. Just make sure you are signposting what you say. For example, discussing excessive TV watching, you might mention reasons, increasing numbers of TV channels compared to a generation ago, and the popularity of TV characters. Effects, increasing obesity levels, eyesight problems, and other health issues. Experience, my nephew watches nothing except cartoons. He will not study. Here are some examples of signposting for part 3 of the test. Compare, contrast. In my view, there are 2 main differences.
Okay. So students, now in this video, switch on your cameras, everyone. Okay. Now in this video, they were telling you to ultimately how you can connect your ideas. You have to maintain your fluency in your speaking. And never ever use this instead, if you're thinking like there are a lot of in your speaking, try to add the natural fillers. So what natural fillers you can add? Can anybody tell me what are natural fillers to your speaking? In the speaking, raise your hands if anybody knows what are the natural fillers in speaking, which helps.
What I would like to say, what I meant was,
no, the natural fillers are honestly speaking, to be very honest, apart from that, I must say, to my mind, in my way of thinking. So these are natural fillers. For example, you are saying, well, I read. So in order to fill this, you will say, well, honestly speaking, I'm kind of a person who likes to read. Apart from that, there are a huge collection of books I'm having. Moreover, so now I'm using these words to connect my ideas. To be very frank, of course, definitely, in my way of thinking, to my mind. So all these are natural fillers that you can use in your speaking to connect your ideas so that it will maintain your fluency. Okay. So these are
Yes.
some tricks that you can use in your speaking. Okay. So in order to get your higher score in your speaking. So let's do one, students, I'm going to share some questions that recently asked one of my students. He was having IELTS speaking exam this Sunday, and the question on the photograph was asked. So we are going to discuss these questions, right? Okay. So who is interested to give me the answers? Raise your hands. Hurry up. We are going to practice these questions.
I'll try, ma'am. I'll try.
Who is saying?
Rajesh.
Rajesh. Okay. Rajesh, tell me the answer. Do you like taking photographs?
To be honest, I'm a big fan of taking pictures and all. Recently, a couple of months back, probably in the month of January, I guess, we along with our friends had Jerusalem. I wrote to. In between, we even carried the camera which through which we got photographs and all. So that was absolutely a mesmerizing moment for all of us.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good. Very good. Very good. But one thing, Rajesh, when you are giving your introductory questions, just keep your answers to 3 to 4 lines only. Well, honestly speaking, I am a photograph lover. Whenever I go outside, I just take a lot of photographs. And I think photographs are the one thing to cherish the memories. That's it. Full stop. Okay. Don't stretch your answers. It will ultimately what it will happen that examiner will, stop you. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next question. So just keep your answers to 3 to 4 lines. Otherwise, your answer was perfect. Good. Okay, Praveen. I will not listen the answers if your cameras are not on. Okay. Switch on your cameras if you want to give the answers. Yes, Praveen.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I am a huge fan of taking photographs. Whenever I go to outside, I will take photos and give memories and free time.
Okay, fine, good. Yashvardhan, Jessica, both of you, please give me the answers. Akash, Nidina. Okay, Naresh, tell me the answers. Second question. How often, okay, Mukta, I'm coming back to you. Okay, Naresh, second answer. How often do you take photos?
Not in a regular intervals, I take a photos. I usually like to take a photos when I have any programs or when I visit in a different places. I would like to make memories with my photos by taking my photos.
All right, good. Praveen, yes. The second question. Answer the second question. How often do you take photos?
Actually, I am a huge fan of the photograph, but not regularly. Whenever I go to for occasion, some festival, then I will taking the photo. Otherwise, not.
Okay, I will.
Regular basis.
Okay, fine. So I will not taking the photos. I take photos. So don't use future tense. Okay. So now see, the question is how often. So the examiner is asking you at what times you take the photos. Okay, so you can say, well, I'm kind of a person who never keep on taking the photos every time. But yes, if I'm out with my friends, I just click photos once in a while in a trip so that to cherish the memories. Okay.
So what is this? Cherish.
Cherish. CHERISH. Cherish means to feel joyful.
Okay.
Cherish. Cherish the memories. This is a collocation. Collocation, you understand what is the collocation is?
Yes.
Collocation is 3 or 4 words which combine together to make one meaning. Cherish the memories. Yes. Yes, Mukta. Give me the answer of third question. In which situation do you like to take photographs? Yes, Mukta.
Sorry, there are various situations when I like to take photographs, such as the wedding ceremonies, some programs, and some many events for interns. Recently, I was take the photographs in my brother's wedding ceremony.
Work ceremony. Concluding tone. Okay, when you are completing your idea, na, just keep the tone soft. Okay. Okay. Good. Vanam.
Yes,
Fourth.
yes.
Give me the answer of fourth. Do you prefer to take photographs of people or scenery?
Honestly speaking, I am a neutral guy in terms of photography. But I always end up taking many photographs because always one person will be there in the group who will like taking photographs, so I'll be ending up taking them. So it's generally scenario in my case.
Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, good. The answer is fine. Okay. Okay, fifth. Who will give me the answer of fifth? How do you keep your photos? Shreya, you will try? Yes, Shreya. Okay. How do you keep your photos?
Earlier, I think I'm not a photo person. So earlier, my family used to click photos, used to save the photos in albums. So nowadays we have technologies. So I think me personally, I save photos in my Drive or my Google Photos, my mail. So yeah, I keep my photos saved in my.
Okay, fine. Good. So next question is, are there any photos on the wall of your house? Who wants to give the answer? Raise your hands. Jessica?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Who wants to try?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Naresh.
There are so many photographs and frames in my house. Because I like a photograph, that's why I put in my house. So I'm a huge fan. That's why.
Okay. Okay, Naresh, same answer. Good. Praveen, your answer is good. Are there any photos on the wall of your house?
Well, we have quite well photos on a wall, which are gifted by our friends and our family members on a different occasions and the different situations. So, which represent the scenery, some of which represent our own memories, which can be looked over the wall and feel happy to see the
Very good. You can also say, yes, I have a lot of photographs on the wall of my house. I feel really nostalgic. Have you heard this word nostalgic?
Yes, ma'am, but I don't know the proper meaning of it.
Nostalgic
I heard
means...
actually. I heard actually, but what is the meaning of that? I don't know, sir.
Nostalgic means the emotions that is connected to the memory of your past. Okay. So you can also say, whenever I see the photographs of my childhood that has been on the wall of my house, I feel really nostalgic. It means that you feel emotional when you see the photographs of your childhood on your wall. You can say, yes, I have a lot of photographs of my son on the wall of my house. It has been beautifully framed in the wooden frame. And I really feel nostalgic. And I always cherish the memories that I have spent with him. This way you can also speak.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Do you frame any photos? Last question, who will answer this? Do you frame any photos? Anyone interested? Okay, Naresh. Naresh is very active in speaking, okay. Do you frame any photos?
Yes, I do. I do want to frame my photos, which are very good and which are like which feel me very quite well when I see them, which are the representation of my family members and also my friends. While seeing to that, I can memorize the event which have been done.
Very good, great, perfect answer. Yes, Rajesh, you want to try this question? Do you frame any photos?
Actually, I'm really bad at framing pictures and all, especially on the walls and all. So my culture, like, I'm reluctant to do so, just because my parents are not that much entertaining to do. So I feel like framing the pictures and all, so that we can have memories and we even can cherish at the end of the day. But we are not accustomed to do that, to be honest.
All right.
That is
Perfect.
how instead I would like to share some kind of social media where we can showcase our pictures and all. No need to have storages and all. We even can see in the future. That's
Okay,
how I
fine.
move on.
Perfect answer, Rajesh. Perfect answer. Okay, good. Anyone wants to try this answer? Do you frame any photos from girls? Girls, why are you not participating?
No,
Nina?
actually, the girls are very fan of the taking photo,
I don't know
rather
why.
than men.
I don't know why the girls are not participating. Why they don't want to connect with me. No, there are some girls, Mukta, Shreya, they are connecting. Jessica was also saying answers. I don't know where now she's. Nidina, do you want to answer this question? Do you frame any photos? No?
No, actually, I'm not a kind of person like framing photos. I take photos occasionally, but I keep my photos in laptops or mobile. Likewise, not framing photos.
Okay, good. Perfect answer. Okay. All right, students. So this is the end of your speaking. Don't leave the classes.